how to find stocks to sell covered calls on with at least 15% out of the money cushion and over 50% high IV rank, so you can collect a lot of premium and you have a lot of downside protection, and if the stock still goes up and you still make money and collect all the premium. This is the tutorial that we're doing today with Market Chameleon. Let's go over the disclaimer and see what we got. And know that this is not a financial advice. This is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. My name is Ziv, also known as Finance After 40. So with that being said, I want to go over Market Chameleon covered call screener, okay? And you can go to this screener basically from here, click screeners and click covered calls, okay? Click on covered calls, and if you're not a member just yet, 7 days trial link below. What I'm trying to do, instead of just randomly going over Robinhood or YouTube and say which stocks are the best stocks to sell covered calls on, no, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna use data and history and prices and information to make a better trading decisions, so I can collect a lot more premium selling covered calls on stocks that ideally I either have or I wanna basically sell in the future, but still collect money. Not gonna tell you what covered call is, millions of videos about that, but just so you know that if you have 100 shares of a stock, for example, you can collect income by selling far out of the money call. If the stock goes nowhere, if the stock stays the same, you make your income. If the stock goes down, you make your income. The stock goes up all the way to the strike price that you sold the call, you still make income. So let's see what we got in this filter. Now let me tell you the filters that I've done. Again, just like the video from yesterday, because we are at the beginning of a new option monthly cycle, I prefer to look for October 18, which is the monthly. I don't want to sell because I'm selling option. I want a lot of buffer, a lot of time, so I can collect a lot of premium. Now, most of the theta decay will happen in the last, 21 days, 14 days. I would say 14 more than 21. For my observation, 14 to 10 days is where it mostly starts to decay a lot. But until then, you collect a fat premium of theta up front. No, not of theta, of option premium up front while you wait for the theta decay. Now, what do you do? To add to this, I have picked IV percentage rank above 50%, meaning you are basically collecting more premium because the stock IV is high, because there could be earnings soon, because the market is volatile, because basically the industry is volatile. Well, whatever the case is, you can collect more premium than what you should have collected based on history. It doesn't mean you're gonna win. You could lose, but at the end of the day, you are collecting more premium. You can change this to whatever that you want. In here, the other video we've done 75 and 90%, but I've come to realize that above 50 gives me a lot of results as well. Now, in order to stay even more focused, I have used this filter as well, moneyness filter, meaning distance from the stock between 15 and 25%. That means that the stock that you sell covered calls on needs to go up by at least 15% from here until October 18 for you to just break even. And remember, you still keep the premium. So if you're happy with the stock price, let's say the stock is at 100, it goes up to 15%. You have 100 shares, it goes to 115. You collect the premium, let's say $100, but you also sell the stock. If the stock goes to, let's say, 116, you collect $1,500 because you sold at 115. Plus the $100, you collect 1,600. Hope you make sense. This makes sense. We're gonna see some examples. So those are the two combo that I like. Above 50% IV rank at least 15% outside of out of the money from where the stock is to 25%. You don't need to go, I don't know, 40%. The income that you will receive will be a lot less, especially when it's basically less than a month. Maybe 3 months from now you can play with this filter and go above 25%. If you want more premium, you can stay in this range. But if you have a stock that you like to keep, if you sell with the 15% out of the money, that's a good return. That's a yearly return, more than a yearly average return, plus the premium. Up to you. So we're gonna keep to this, stay with this, and see what we got. And if you scroll down, first of all, I want to show you, we got 12 results, 12 pages. And in these pages, we got, I like to go by the high market cap. So we got NVIDIA, number one. We're going to check it out. TSM, Avego, a lot of Tesla, Netflix, ASML, Nike, Schwab, IBM, and KLAC, which I don't know what it is. I think it's ETF. Don't catch me on the word. Okay, let's start one by one and see what we got. So NVIDIA, price today, 116.5. Okay, market cap, 2.8 trillion. 19 business days to expiration. You see here October 18. There's no earnings, there's no nothing, and it tells you, look at this, sell the strike. Look at this, sell the 136 strike, 16.7% distance away from where we are now, and collect $60. Great. Now remember, Nvidia was at 140, something like that, at all-time high. If you think, okay, if it goes back to around 135, 136, I'll sell. That's an option. This is something that you can do. You can sell the 135, collect 68 cents. But something else that really caught my eye is this one. Yeah, Tesla. Tesla caught my eye. Look at this. I call it a cluster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tesla is super elevated right now. It goes up a lot. It went up from like 180 to 260, went down to 210, and now it's 250 again, 249.80. Earnings is October 16, so you have all that time. If you sell option on Tesla now, you have all that time. Maybe close the trade 2 days before the option expiration, before the earnings. But look at this. You can sell those two. Those two caught my eyes. We're gonna go over them. You can sell the 310. Remember, we are under 250, just shy of 250. Sell the 310, and yes, this is Tesla. They can go anywhere they want. But if you're happy, if you have 100 shares of Tesla and you wanna sell at 300 or so, if you sell the covered calls, the 310 covered calls, you collect. Look at this, $310. Absolutely crazy. Delta of 14, but that means that you have like, I don't know, 86% chance that it will not happen. 24.1% out of the money. Tesla needs to go up another 24% to add to their market cap. Yes, it is Tesla, it is possible, but you can collect over. So let's say you say to yourself, I don't know what's gonna happen in 2025. I wanna get out of my shares. 310 sounds like good. Let's say you have 100 shares now. That's $25,000, okay, of Tesla, and you're happy selling it for $31,000. You collect another $6,000 if it goes here, plus $310, $6,310. And then if it goes above 310, you sell the shares, you made another 24% from as of now. If it doesn't, if Tesla stays 250, if Tesla goes down, or if Tesla goes up all the way to 309.99, which is probably 24.0% from here, this is yours. This is $300 is yours no matter what. That's a car payment. Hooray. If you want an easier number, maybe sell the 300 calls, collect 420, and then your break even is 304.2. Again, Tesla needs to go up 20%. Remember, S&P is at all-time high, QQQ at all-time high. So keep that in mind. If you think everything will keep going like non-stop for the next less than 30 days, and Tesla will jump another 20%, okay, it's up to you. But if it doesn't close over 300, and I don't know if it's 300 because your break even is 304.20. This is the key. Then you collect the premium no matter what. You keep the premium. If it stays, it can take your shares away at $300.01. Don't get me wrong, it can, but your break even is 304.20. Now, no matter what, if you have 100 shares, that's 25,000, and it goes to 300, you made $5,000 plus this, 5,400. You have 20%. That is insane. 20% for Tesla to go up, just for you to break even. This is absolutely insane. Let's see anything else in here. They know. What about Netflix? Let's see, we got a few Netflix in here. Netflix, remember, they're at all-time high now, price 705. The earnings October 17, one day before expiration. No one says you have to hold it till expiration. We are at all-time high. I think it was like 710, something like that. 300 billion market cap. And if you want to sell your, I don't know, Netflix, if you have 100 shares, that's basically what, $70,000 if you have Netflix that you bought, I don't know when, but good for you. You can sell for, let's say this one, 815. That's 15% away from here. And if Netflix goes to 815 by expiration, and under that you still collect 345. Now remember, because you sell options, because there's theta decay, because there's so much premium, every day this number will go down. Maybe a week from now, this 345 will be 245. And then you say to yourself, okay, Netflix doesn't go anywhere. Even Netflix, if it goes to 710, this can go to 150 in like 2 weeks. Close the trade. No one says that you have to keep it until zero. Collect, make this decision. I'm getting out at 30%, 40, 50, 70, 80, up to you. Up to you. You can sell the 830, you can sell the 820, everything above 800 here. If you have 100 shares, that's 70,000. You sell for 80,000. No matter what happens, you made extra $10,000 plus the premium that has at least 15% away from the money, plus a nice juicy basically income. And look at the delta, 10 delta. That means there's a 90% chance that Netflix will not go to 815 by expiration. Again, no one says you have to stay until expiration. It's up to you. Yeah, we got other stuff. Nike in here. Sell the 100 Nike, but you see here the premium is $20. The premium for Nike is $20 for 16% out of the money. And if you look at Netflix, 16% out of the money, same thing, premium is over $300, just because Netflix is more volatile. Netflix is the tech, the QQQ. Nike is the Dow Jones. That's like supposed to be stable. Delta is the same. Look at this. 8 delta and 8 delta. 92% chance that it will not happen. Okay, or 9 delta. Okay, 91% will not happen. You got yourself, this is insane, $300 income, $300 income, $20 income. And if you look at Tesla for the 16%, $560. That's almost double the Netflix, and this is like, I don't know what, 30 times, almost 30 times more the income from Nike for the same thing. But in here the delta is 23. So yeah, here's the delta 16. I mean, no matter how you spin it, Tesla is super high IV, so you can collect a lot more premium. Netflix is high IV, you collect a lot more premium. And Nike, I mean, I would love to sell Nike at 100, especially after it went down, now it went up, but that's a different story. But there's not a lot of premium if you want to sell basically Nike. So this is what I got for you today. Feel free to play around with this. But those two filters, the 15% at least distance out of the money for selling covered calls, again, I've chose this expiration. You can play around with this because we are just at the cycle of this monthly. A lot of people are making a lot of retail buying calls, hoping for everything to keep going up and all that stuff. For me, not a financial advice, good time to sell options, sell premium, and the IV rank is elevated and over, I don't know if elevated, but above 50%, means that you are collecting more premium than what you should have collected based on history. This was valuable. 7 days trial for Market Chameleon, link below. I'll see you next time.